like to thank everyone for coming to honor the life of my mom, Maureen Ann McMurdy. She was born April 29th, 1961. All of us have been truly blessed that she lived to be 100 years old. That's quite the accomplishment in itself. As many of you know, she was a lady who knew the true value of friendship and the meaning of family. But you can't forget that she was also quite the fashionista in her day, pulling off the Farrah Fawcett. She had many heads turning. Don't get a big head, Mom. On to a serious note. It didn't matter what the situation was. She would always be there for her friends and family. She was devoted to anyone that became a part of any aspect of her life. While she worked as a nail tech, she had many elderly clients. She would see them a couple times a month for years and listen to them about their families and the events going on. Oftentimes, because they were elderly, my mom witnessed them at the best of their times and the worst times. But she adopted them as a friend and not just as a client, because that was the type of big heart she had. She made sure that they were always comfortable, safe, had meals prepped for them. She had gone to their house on trash days. She had a couple clients who fell and broke their hip, and because she knew that they couldn't get the garbage to the end of the driveway, she didn't want my mom didn't want them to have their garbage there. And oftentimes she also knew that they didn't have family around, so she would make sure to prep meals and bring them to her house. Also, too, she was an amazing grandmother. Even though at times I wanted to wring her neck for inputting her opinion at times when they weren't asked. But like she always said, you may not like what I have to say, but when it comes to me, at least you always know where the bear poops in the woods. That was the truth. Her grandchildren were all into sports. With all of us living in Washington, it was always raining. My mom hated camping, and she hated being cold and wet. So there she was on the side of the fields every game, bundled up in her many layers, with her hair perfectly done under the umbrella. But she was still a supportive grandmother. One of my favorite childhood memories was that she always made my brother and I cold lunches for school. And in our peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, she would always make a heart in the peanut butter. Every time at lunch, I would open the sandwich up to look to see if the heart was still there. It is something that I have done with my kids. And still, as an adult, I'll still look at my peanut butter. I'm so proud and blessed to have had such an amazing woman as my mom, my role model, my confidant, and I just truly admire her as a person. And please remember when we are all missing her, she truly loved each and every one of you. Again, thank you for coming.